As usual, good morning. I have a cup of coffee, and today I would like to talk about, of course, I use ChatGPT to talk about philosophy, philosophy, triết lý sống của mọi người, philosophy, critical thinking and society. Critical thinking, we didn't teach it in the school in Vietnam, but we should know about this. The critical thinking and society. Everyone has a philosophy. Ai cũng có một triết lý sống của họ. Some people are aware of it. Có người thì nhận ra điều đó, and some are not. Có người thì không để ý đến vấn đề đó. A philosophy is simply the way we see the world and the principle that guide our dimensions. And you can use Google to translate this passage. Me too, I use ChatGPT to translate. Philosophy is simply the way we see the world and the principle that guide our dimension. That guide our decisions. It comes from our family, education, culture, personal experience. Of course, I'm reading. I'm not talking. I'm reading. Experience and the people we meet throughout our lives. However, one important thing to remember that it is that our philosophy is not always universally true. This is important to remember. It's not to add on for everyone, but universally true. It's not always universally true. What works for you, what works for one person might not work for another. Okay, a successful business owner, a teacher, an engineer, and the farmer might all have different idea about what success means. None of them is necessarily wrong. The philosophies simply reflect the different experiences. That is why I believe we should be careful before saying this is the only correct way. A better attitude is to say this is what have worked for me. It might also have to other, but everyone should think for themselves. Critical thinking is one of the most valuable skills in the modern society. Critical thinking, is one of the most valuable skills in modern society. It means asking questions, looking for evidence. What does it mean? And being willing to change our minds when new information appears. Critical thinking does not mean rejecting everyone. It does mean that. It does mean rejecting everyone. It also does not mean believing everything. It means finding a balance between trust and skepticism. Cái chữ này không có rõ. Between trust and skepticism. In many democratic societies, people have different political parties, different appearance, and different beliefs. This diversity creates disagreements, but it also accurates discussion. Ideally, people debate ideas instead of attacking people. They depend the idea only instead of attacking people. Phản đối cái suy nghĩ người khác thôi, thay vì là tấn công người khác. The goal is not to defeat each other but to discover better solution. Mục đích không phải là để defeat tức là chống đối, là each other không phải chống đối nhau, but to discover better solution. Of course, no society is perfect. Every country has its own strengths and weaknesses. Political system are complex, and culture, history, education, and economics all influence how people think and behave. It is usually too simple to say that one country is completely right and another is completely wrong. It is usually too simple to say that one country is completely right and another is completely wrong. But education plays an important role in helping people think independently. Yes, education plays an important role in helping people think independently. Okay. When people develop strong reasoning skills, they are generally better able to examine information carefully, compare different sources, and recognize weak arguments or misleading claims. They become less likely to accept information simply because someone famous said it or because many people believe it. Healthy discussion is different from arguing. During a healthy discussion, people listen carefully, ask questions, and respect different opinions. They might still disagree at the end, but they understand each other better. In contrast, a healthy argument often focuses on winning rather than learning. Healthy argument often focus on winning rather than learning. Respect is essential in every conversation. We should criticize. Instead, we should criticize ideas instead of attacking people. We should be willing to admit when we are wrong. At the same time, we should have the courage to express our opinions respectfully, even when we are unpopular. I admire societies when people can exchange ideas calmly, when people are free to ask questions, evidence, and challenge assumptions respectfully. Everyone has an opportunity to learn. Progress often comes from thoughtful conversation rather than from silent or hostility. Okay, and for me, the more important philosophy is simple: never stop learning. Every person I meet knows something that I do not know. Every mistake teach a lesson. Every discussion offers a chance to improve my understanding of the world. Therefore, I try to keep an open mind. I do not assume that my philosophy is always correct. Instead, I compare ideas, listen carefully, and continue learning. In the end, wisdom is not about proving that we are always right. It is about becoming a little wiser every day, being curious, respectful, and willing to think. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope that you can get some necessary information from my talking time and my reading time. Of course, I use ChatGPT to translate my idea into English and read out loud for you. Thank you, and thanks for watching. See you next time.